take what you need to take from it, from the past, and move forward. It has already happened. People, y'all back. Appreciate y'all. Come kick it with me. Come share some of my thoughts. See if they resonate with you. And we're going to get going. So I need y'all to be very, very mindful. Very mindful. And of who you trust your mental health with. I mean, like, are you aware of who you speaking to? Are they aware of your situation? Maybe are they sympathetic or empathetic to your situation? Do they care enough about you to tell you the truth? But not only that, does their behavior reflect what they kick into you? And should you take their advice and what they're considering for you to take the hurt? And you need to, but do you consider how they live their life from the information that you're receiving from these people? Because sometimes you need to see if people words and actions match up to how they live for them to even give that kind of advice. When you sit down and really do the knowledge, and even when you have similar conversations with friends or family and or associates or co-workers. And sometimes people are not all together for them to even give you that kind of information. So I just want you to be mindful. Now, some people will just have a listening ear for you to maybe to vent. But when you get to asking for advice, think before you get to asking these questions to help you in your life, because they may not have lived it. And be okay with it if they don't have the answer for you. Sometimes we're looking for an answer so bad that we're willing to get it from anywhere, and we're not considering who we're asking. Because you really can't ask a bricklayer how to train a dog, or excuse me, maybe a chef how to build a damn skyscraper. You just wouldn't do that. And some of those things you need to ask people in their area of expertise, even if that's getting professional help, because your mental health is so important. Your mental health will reflect on how you move throughout the day. If people see you with a scowl on your face, you got a depressing look, or you just got a face where you're not even approachable. You understand what I'm saying? Like some people read body language and how you move and how you act and what you say. It makes you more standoffish to that person if they needed to come to you for your help, or just having a question that they may know the answer to, but they may not know how to approach you because you got some things going on in your life, in your home life, your personal life, where you don't know all the answers. You don't have all the answers. And some of us got to be okay with being, not knowing all the answers. But know that in time, you're gonna get over these things. Don't let trauma be the one beating down your door and not letting you move forward in your future, because your past it's already happened. Not to sound never insensitive, but it has already happened. Yes, it has put a stagger in your movement as a person, even in your personality or developmental growth. Even in your social life, you may become awkward because of certain traumas. But we need to seek help. We need to ask for help. We need to get help, and we need to be diligent in asking and actually going through with it, and not putting it off saying, I'm gonna wait for tomorrow, I'm gonna wait for next week. And then you know what? Life done hit you. Bills done hit you. Certain things, family things, kids, children, your significant other has, those things in life take hold. So because you have so many distractions, we learning to limit our distractions, but we're in a place of being uneasy and life is not comfortable, that we need distractions, and that becomes our outlet sometimes. But you're not taking care of the problem. You're not even putting a band-aid on it. You looking for distractions to get you out until you navigate. Sometimes your life can be a Rubik's Cube. You're trying to get all the patterns and everything to match up right, and it doesn't, and it takes time. It takes time, but get the necessary help. Talk to the necessary people. Again, and that they life may reflect certain things, or that they do give good advice, and that they do stand on what it is that they say. Be mindful of those things, because it'll be people out here acting a fool, acting like buffoons in public, and or to people out in the public, saying certain things that would offend most if it's not the truth, but they giving you advice. They giving your mother advice. They giving your friends and family advice. People that they don't know advice, knowing that they do have to stand on these words, especially when you out here on the internet. So be mindful of what you are consuming. Be mindful of those things, because some distractions are good. Some distractions are needed, but you do need to limit it when you feel like you have a problem and it's not letting you go forward. And it doesn't always have to be trauma. It could be something in business. It could be a relationship. It could have been school, whatever that is for you in your life. Making decisions that you necessarily would never want to make, but you have to make them. Certain things like that. It happens. But if you're not in a good mental space, you can't make necessary decisions to move forward. But be careful who you let in with that information that you're giving out. Even if it's an idea, a dream, a goal, be careful. The information you giving to people are sensitive. It's very sensitive, near and dear to you, even if it's not to them. You need to understand that. What kind of criticisms are they giving you back in response? But sometimes we're not there to even think about those things due to the fact that the space that we're in at the very moment. You're not thinking about those things. But I want you to think about those things if any of these words is even resonating with you at any point in time. Just think about that going forward. Take what you need to take from it, from the past, and move forward. It has already happened. Now, how do we evolve from it? How do we evolve into something better that you want to be? How do we do that? Think about those things. The information you give to people is sensitive. So be careful who you give it to, and who you're asking for help, and who you're asking, or who is lending an ear to you to vent. Make sure these people are people that's living and not acting a certain way. So be mindful of that. So the people that you're placing in your life that I speak about are beneficial to you. You are a benefit to them in equal regards. Fair exchange. There's no robbery. But this is how you influence people. This is how you form lasting bonds with people. This is what you do. This is how you do it. But you have to use your brain sometimes. Don't get lazy. If you need the help, be persistent about the help you say you need. Don't just talk about it, keep talking about it, and never do anything about it. Because now it's becoming a bigger problem, and procrastination and laziness, and you just want to hear yourself speak. But let's find solutions. Let's not bask in the problem considerably so much that you don't want to even seek help because it's a dead issue. But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna talk to y'all in a minute. So I'm gonna talk to y'all. Y'all be safe, and I'm out.